Good afternoon. My name is Kevin King. I'm the Executive Director for Mennonite Disaster Service. And so I'll be sharing with you in a couple minutes what our work is and our mission and our vision and our values of responding to disasters in a complex world. MDS, our mission is about responding to disasters, rebuilding homes, and restoring hope by organizing and empowering volunteers in the US and Canada. So our primary mission is to leverage volunteers to go and clean up, pick up, restore, and rebuild homes in the aftermath of a disaster. So our primary mission, usually working with natural disasters, although we have been, in our 75 years of history, worked in man-made disasters as well, such as the Nickel Mine school shooting of the Amish children, or responding to Oklahoma bombing, Federal P. Bureau building, or the 9/11 disasters, and so on. But our primary mission, as I said, is restoring hope and rebuilding homes. So this past winter, you would have found us in 21 different locations, all the way from Lahaina fires in Maui to California, LA fires, to the east, to Puerto Rico, and rebuilding homes, still after the 2017 Hurricane Maria. So in many of these locations, we continue and strive to be the hands and feet of Jesus to those affected by disaster. Three core values that make up the work of MDS, and that is faith in action, and caring relationships, and thirdly, working together. Faith in action, caring relationships, and faith in action. So I'll tell the following story and see if you can determine which of those values you might have heard. It is October, I think the 1st of October of 2024. This finds me at 4 o'clock in the morning in my pickup, high in the mountains of western North Carolina. I couldn't sleep anymore. It's day 3 of Hurricane Helene. This finds me there. I punched in with my 4-wheel drive pickup, getting to the location of our contact there in Fairview, North Carolina. I couldn't sleep the night before, so I finally woke up, backed up a mountain path where I could get some Verizon coverage for my phone. And there I sat on my iPad doing work when there was a knock on the window of my door in the darkness. I wound down my window and a lady said, "Excuse me, sir, can you move your car?" "Oh," I said, "I'm sorry, I'm blocking your drive." "Are you doing okay?" "No." She said, "My sister and I don't have electricity. We're running out of food. We don't have gas. We're going to coast down the mountain and sit in the parking lot of the gas station and probably sit in line all day for gas." "Oh," I said, "I've got 50 gallons in the back of my pickup." So I backed up. As I filled her car up with gas, we got to talking. I said, "You from around here?" "No." She said, "We lived in New Jersey and then Hurricane Sandy came and wiped us out. So we looked around and my sister and I said, let's go to Florida." Of course, she said, "We were hit by a hurricane there in Florida." We said, "Where is it safe? Let's go to Asheville. They don't have natural disasters in Asheville, North Carolina." Well, by now you can imagine we're all three kind of laughing. And I said, "Ma'am, please don't tell me where you're going next." And so it is. In many of these locations, people are looking for security. The rest of the week, of course, I could sit in her driveway and had good coverage and had a good place to work with my phone. I made it down to the mountain after that conversation, went to the hardware store as the sun was coming up. I needed a water tank. Oh, the hardware store is closed. It's half destroyed. I see this couple aimlessly walking around in the parking lot holding a cell phone. I said, "You doing okay?" "No." "Can I help you?" "You can't help us." Eventually we got to talking and realized, she said, "Oh, I have to tell you." She said, "We lost our son in a motorcycle accident the night before the hurricane hit. They medevaced him to Charlotte. They harvested his organs and now we're back. We're trying to get the word out to our family that, when the funeral is." Later I found out he lost his job because he works for the water department in Asheville, and his office is covered with 16 feet of mud and water. "Oh, by the way," he said, "you have a chainsaw?" "Yes." "Well, my father is dying up the road, and the tree is down, and I'm sure if an ambulance comes, he's got leukemia, the ambulance won't get through." That was the first job that MDS worked when our volunteers arrived. We thought it would take 20 minutes. In fact, they spent all day because, when the chainsaws started up, that noise throughout the valley started ringing hope, and homeowners come out of their homes and was needing help. That's what the earlier phase of disasters. It's chaotic, it's complex, and it can be overwhelming. But again, it's a chance to show our faith in action.